3 games. The Premier League awaits. Can we sneak in? Let's find out. Folks, welcome back to AFC Thames as our final 3 games of the season kick off against Bristol Rovers before Barnsley and Huddersfield. Now, Bristol Rovers in 19th position, Barnsley in 16th, Huddersfield in 24th. We have a chance at this. Now, the way the league table set then, we are 4 points behind Brighton, who have a tougher set of games against sort of these mid-table Premier League sides, former Premier League sides, mid-table sides, and that then gives us a little bit of hope. Now, look, this first game could kind of seal it. We could lose it. If they win it, it becomes very difficult. It becomes impossible, potentially. So let's see if we beat Bristol Rovers. Can we keep the dream alive? Of course, we'll check in on what Brighton are doing against Swansea. And of course, the big team news for us is that we are missing our right-sided magician, if you can call him a magician, David Lloyd, who will not be available for us 3 to 6 weeks. If it's 3 weeks, we might see him back for the playoffs if that's what our fate dictates. But if it's any shorter than that, again, we're not going to have him for the rest of the season, but that probably means we've been promoted, so I'll take it. That means then that John Smith, I've been looking around, our only real right-sided option is John Smith. We have Wyman currently unavailable through injury, Jakobsen also unavailable, and of course, because Lloyd's out, it's meant we are depleted in that area of the pitch. The other options may be Wootton, but he's far better in a more forward area than necessarily on the right-hand side, because of course, if you can play central midfield and right wing, there's not a chance in hell you could play right midfield successfully or naturally. Okay, so let's get into it. Football Manager things. Wilkinson pushed up on that left-hand side. I'm a little bit indifferent on that because, of course, that's how we play Jakobsen, and I do think we're better playing in that fashion. Of course, we come off the back of beating Fulham and having a decent draw against Middlesbrough. So, form-wise and morale-wise, we should be in a pretty good spot. Let's see then. This first game kind of decides our fate for the rest of the season. No matter what at the end of the year, I think we're about to have a very interesting transfer window with players probably being bid on in our club, or, of course, if we are to be promoted. And I sort of say this as if we don't get automatic, then it's over, but we could have a Premier League budget with a team that right now are like League One level in theory. So let's see. Positive little chat with the media as well. It's Bristol Rovers versus Thames. This is a game that sometimes we find a little difficult. Hopefully today's not one of those days. Of course, then, we know Bristol Rovers are playing a 4-2-3-1. We'll keep that noted for now, but we've got to keep an eye on what happens over at Brighton. If they drop some points early in this 3-game run for the pair of us, then that gives me every hope that it's possible. If they crumble and we have to win out, we have to win every game and hope that they fall away. Our goal difference is slightly better as Solomon early doors hits the post from there. Blimey, you don't see that very often as the ball is cleared away. Again, we'll try and keep an eye on what happens over at Brighton as a big kick forward from Bristol Rovers falls to Wilkinson, who loses the ball to Mulgrew, and now Newman on it as well. And we've got to be aware of this, but they give the ball away, and the ball forward towards Lange is very good, or Lange as I call him, as he just takes the ball outside the penalty area, plays it back to Maggle, who's in support. We can't lose it there. I don't know what's happened. He sort of shot it towards the keeper, whose clearance is quick, too quick. Maggle heads it close. Down to our teammate as John Smith now in his unfamiliar, you'll call it, right midfield spot. West now driving forward on that right hand side. He could find John Smith, maybe back to Wootton instead. Back to Wootton again, and we know that Wootton will play the simple pass as often as he can. Back post towards Wilkinson, out to Maggle. This is some good sustained pressure as Solomon's there. That's what you want to see from the boys. 11 minutes in, it's Thames 1, Bristol Rovers 0, and the perfect start. Let's apply some pressure to Brighton. That's the plan here, surely. Lovely work move. It was a very long highlight, so we'll skip it. Again, we'll try and keep an eye on what's going on over at Brighton. Playing Swansea, it's the second fixture, so hopefully we don't lose it. As a goal went in, and I got a little nervous there. Sheffield United this weekend can secure their promotion to the Premier League. They've already wrapped up that playoff spot, as have Brighton actually, and we will do if we get some points from this game, as Cook's ball forward is decent, and now it's a 2-on-2, and Lange racing forward. Can he get past his man? Can he find the finish? We know he's capable. The tackle comes in, he goes down, back to Maggle. Everything seems to go through Maggle at this point. I'm a fan of it, as Wootton comes a little deeper. Solomon again towards Smith. Of course, Smith a striker. It might be nice to have a few more goal scorers on the pitch in games like this, as West goes inside to Cook, and again some nice controlled play from Thames. This is how the first goal came about, and then suddenly we sprung and got the goal, as again now Bristol Rovers getting it though, and the ball forward is good, and they're in behind a little bit there. Ludham, big chance. Doherty with a big save. You want to see that from your goalkeeper. Half an hour gone, 2 big chances. We score ours, they don't score theirs. not long since the previous highlight, and Bristol Rovers forward again. Ludham, he's just missed his big chance. Will he get another? He's got teammates in the centre towards Stone at the back post. That is, I should say, Tony Stone that we sold to Bristol Rovers, don't forget, as Brighton is still 0-0 at Swansea as we gather pace towards the second half. Hopefully, things sound like this again, things get very interesting. We need we need Brighton to lose and draw really from their last 3 games, as long as we win all of ours, and that will see us promoted as Fleet. Troy Fleet on the stroke of half time, a lovely time to score, makes it 2-0, gives us a little bit of an extra cushion now going into the final half of the game, and that's what you want to see. A lovely delivery from Cook, by the way, and Fleet can't really miss. Great goal from him. Not a regular goal scorer for him, but we'll take that. All right, the team talk could not have gone much better there. We'll have it. Okay, I think I'd say Bristol. I keep saying Bristol and Brighton. Very confusing today. If Swansea can do a miracle here, now Swansea is still pushing for the playoffs, so they know that winning this game against Brighton would be huge for them. As Wilkinson pokes home 3-0, our goal difference getting ever better, and the pressure of this game now appears to have gone. And if we're dealing with teams down at the bottom of the table like this, well, bring them on, because this is what you want to see from the lads. Our first game then, it's going to be 3. It's going to be a win, you'd think, at this stage. As they've got a corner. Hang on, let's just deal with this, and then let's be certain. Okay, we've cleared it. Everything's fine. Brighton 0, Swansea 0. Come on, the Swans. We want if a goal from them, and suddenly it gets a lot more interesting, because then the pressure on Brighton starts to intensify as we are driving towards them. 20 minutes to go from us. Again, I could probably make changes here to freshen things up. Again, I'm going to wait till the last 10 minutes because I'm afraid oh, you are kidding. He was going to be one of the players to come off. I can't believe it. Okay, Wilding's going to come on. If that's a big injury, my tears will be obvious, as Brighton scored as well. I don't know if you caught that. Brighton got a penalty, so they're going to win their game. So the gap of 4 points will remain as Leek, which is quite an ironic name for a goalkeeper, claims that one and launches the ball forward. But I don't know, will we get another goal? Maybe. Solomon in on goal. It was from the goalkeeper. It's saved well by Leek, which seems ironic now. Swansea. Come on, final few moments. Oh, they've scored 2! Oh my goodness, out of nothing! 89, 94th! Swansea have beaten Brighton. It came out of nowhere! Flipping heck! Thames 3, Bristol Rovers, 0. But Swansea did a craziness. Oh my goodness me. To say that was unexpected is the understatement of the day. That felt like it was I don't even know what. Unbelievable. Swansea get the win. We go within a point of the Premier League, it feels like. Well, a point of Brighton. I need to calm myself down. As huge for us. Ethan Wootton out with injury for the rest of the season as well. I was about to bring him off. I can't believe it. But I was just making sure we absolutely had that game won before changing it. Oh, so frustrating. Sheffield United, then, as I say, have been promoted. They will be in the Premier League next season. And can we join them? That's the question. 7 days then until we play Barnsley. So I'll catch you for it in just a mo. But oh my goodness me. Swansea City, goodness me. All right, then, as Doherty is on the verge of setting a clean sheet milestone, we've lost another man to injury, Stefan Leonge. That's the new version, Leonge now. He's out 11 days to 2 weeks with a pulled abdominal muscle, so he won't be available either. Of course, below will come in. I'm not too worried about that, as we are just a day away now from the Barnsley game. Any more injuries to pick up, boys? Just, you're running out of time if you want to miss this game against Barnsley. I'll tell you what, 3 game episodes on this channel have always been big moments, really. I can think of a fair few. Drama filled. Something always happens. All right, then. We have to make sure we do the business against Barnsley. 2 players that start the last game will not start this one. We've got options, really. We probably move Cook over to be the deep lying playmaker. That makes the most sense to me, I think. And then you bring in, where is he? Agbaji here on the left-hand side. He's played there an awful lot. Below comes in up front. Again, look, we're losing players here quite rapidly. We've got to be careful. There's 4 injuries now. 2 of them, or maybe even 3 of them, would start regularly as Smith continues at right midfield. We didn't even notice him last game, and that, do you know what? I'll take that. All right, then. Here we go. They've got Wang Zi up front. We've played him before. He was a problem for us. Hopefully he's not as big a problem today. All right, Thames, Barnsley. This is the game. Well, of course, keep an eye on what Brighton do away at Ellen Road. Leeds United. Not an easy game for them at all. Leeds pretty mid-table this season, but again, it's always going to be difficult, as a little bit of possession for us early in the game. An early goal would settle some nerves as Wilkinson goes very, very close. I'm wearing my Formation Man t-shirt today as well. So You know, if I have to put on the cape or the cape, cape. Be ready for it. That's all I'm saying. So let that be a warning. Of course, because Brighton have lost now, it's worth saying, because they've lost the game, if they draw against Leeds and we win our game, our goal difference means we will go ahead of them, and then we play the side at the bottom of the table on the final day. It is prime bottle job material, as Below has found his way back in behind the defence. Oh, and a lovely finish from Below. Do you know what? Because he's not been as consistently goal scoring for the last couple of seasons. I've sort of forgot what it looked like to enjoy a goal from Below, but that was fantastic. I almost didn't back him there, which is wrong of me. 1-0 against Barnsley though, 20 minutes gone. Cook with a brilliant ball forward. Solomon there, left-footed, plays it beautifully in towards Below, who beats the offside trap wonderfully. And I think their right back played him on. It wasn't great defending from Barnsley as a unit, but we'll take the goal. 1-0. Now we're talking. Of course, none of it really matters if Brighton win their game though. If Brighton win their final 2 games, they know it's in their hands. They can be promoted. All they've got to do, Brighton. All you've got to do, Brighton, is win your games. All you've got to do, don't mess it up, Brighton. All you've got to do is win your games. As things are looking good here. Half an hour gone. Still in the lead. Still 0-0 at Ellen Road, and we will keep a close eye on it as goals are flying in around the country, but not so far at Leeds. Although, you know, late drama, I could see it happening again. 47 minutes gone, and we lead. So half time then. Happy with the performance. Keep it up. You know, so far, so good. It's been very mellow from both sides, really. As Leeds United, come on, you boys, have scored. Oh, this is what we want to see, because it also means, because we're a point behind, if Leeds win, we can afford to draw and still be ahead of them. But obviously, we don't want that. Oh, I don't want that. I said, as Barnes equalise, it is Wang Zi once again causing me problems. Wow, okay. Well, this is obviously not a position I want to be in. The problem we've got now is a lot of players that would come on for me if I were to make changes, and now on the pitch because of the injuries that we've had. But another highlight, straight away after they've scored their goal, as it is raining a lot here in London, as Solomon does brilliantly to keep it in. Are we about to take the lead back after just losing it there? Solomon played in Below onto the edge. Smith, Wilkinson. Oh, one of you've got to score there. Okay, a 1-1 isn't as impressive as Leeds. You can see that 1-0 lead. The goal difference is everything. We will leapfrog them. I'm a little nervous now though, because we're not in full control of this game anymore, and a Brighton goal changes things dramatically going into the final game. I'm worried because of the way Football Manager sort of glitches on the right-hand side, as I'm just sort of talking and hoping that we are fine. I could make a change. Abaji's not had a great game. Wilding could come on. Solomon's there! Oh, Solomon scores! John Solomon makes it 2-1, and we take the lead. The 4-point gap has gone. It has gone. Brighton are crumbling. Thames 2, Barnsley 1, as the ball in, by the way, is so beautifully weighted. It was timed perfectly as well. Solomon keeps himself on side. A great goal. And now Thames in the lead. I now cannot see what's happening, but we have a 2-point advantage over Brighton as things stand with not long left to go. Another goal would probably see it. Doherty. So this left-hand side, flicked on by Wilkinson and flicked on into the centre of the pitch. A little dangerous. If Solomon can get the run on his defender, he can. Solomon to seal it. Can he do it? He can! The boys! Come on! Thames 3, Barnsley 1. Are you kidding me? This is what we're talking about. Thames, Premier League bound. Good Lord. Cookie into Smith, and then he lays it forward. It's a wonderful pass. Smith can play out there for the rest of his career if he wants. Wonderful stuff. Solomon. Will we get him on loan in the Premier League? Probably not. And we won't be able to buy him at this point. Let's get there first. Let's worry about that later. As Brighton now are going to have to turn things around massively. We can't see the score anymore. Football Manager, sort it out, as the game is done. Thames 3, Barnsley 1. The full-time whistle has blown. I'm very happy with the result and the way you played. Let's just make sure that is sealed. Let's make sure Leeds won their game, and let's take a look at how the league table stands. As I can't believe after 2 games the swing we've had. Brighton have lost both matches. Usually it doesn't quite go this well, as Brighton have had a Matt Diamond's been sent off. It's chaos over there. We now know all we have to do is draw with Huddersfield, already relegated Huddersfield, and we will be Premier League. Oh, dearie me. Oh, now we're talking. Now we are talking. All right, 7 days to go as Sheffield United not only promoted now, but champions of the Championship. And we are in, I can't believe how much it swung. We are in touching distance. Just don't lose to Huddersfield. And even, well, to be fair, we say all of this. Brighton have a tough game, I think, final day of the season, away at Birmingham City, who again are lingering outside the playoffs. They won't make it in. The battle for the playoffs, by the way, Sheffield Wednesday, Wigan, Swansea, Middlesbrough and Nottingham Forest. It's a 5-way battle for 3 spots. Down the bottom of the table, that's already done. Crewe, Huddersfield and Charlton all been relegated. As far as the Premier League looks right now, Bournemouth have gone down, so Solomon would have probably had an impact over at Bournemouth. Feel kind of bad for them. Derby, and then it's going to be one of probably Watford, Stoke, Burnley and Villa to be relegated as well. I think you can probably rule out Everton at this stage. Thames, by the way, terrible season for them. It's like, it's the changing of the guard. Considering they won the league a couple of years ago, they've dropped off massively. There's a new side trying to be the biggest in London. Of course, there's a few other London clubs to overtake. West Ham still in there, of course. You've got Arsenal and Chelsea. So work to be done. As Nathaniel Cooper, obviously not. Stop bringing me these coaches. Oh, Real Salt Lake have gone for the guy from Salvador that I wanted. Although this is difficult now because if you're promoted, I probably don't want/need him. Oh my goodness me, John Solomon! It's getting worse here. John Solomon is out for 5 to 8 days, and Sol Woodford, who would have come in for him, is out for 5 to 6 weeks. We are dropping like flies at the end of the season. The bigger concern here is if it goes wrong in this game and we go into the playoffs, we will be without all of the good players that we have against the good teams. That's the big problem right now. Oh, goodness me, viewers. Goodness gracious me. Call your friends, call your family, tell them there's a Football Manager series that is hotting up and they should be watching it right now. If you're enjoying the video today, folks, make sure you leave a like on it. You've been fantastic with the likes recently, so, carry it on. Thames are coming home, they're coming home, they're coming home, they're coming. I'm doing the team meeting. Is this bold? I'm going to say that one, I think. It wasn't great. I sort of said, yeah, we can do it. I'll accept the reaction and move on. I don't know what our team's about to look like, by the way. We've got no strikers. And Smith, who is the other striker we have, is currently deployed at right midfield. I don't know what we're about to do here. Okay. I don't know. All we have to do is draw. So puts me in a weird spot. We don't have a striker to bring in here. I don't know what do we do. I mean, Longe has got this injury. He's got what was the injury? A pulled abdominal muscle. Is that enough to be injured for? Solomon is also injured and returns in 1 day with a bruised thigh. Am I going to risk his? Am I going to gamble his thigh? I am going to, viewers. And I've never gambled a man's thigh before, but today's the day. So we're going to play Solomon from the off. Longe is on the bench. He again not fully fit, but they've got this orange injury, which again returns to full fitness in a day. He'll be fine. What's the fitness test said? Limited to 75 minutes of action, and then that's fine then. 75 minutes of action. Sure. Doesn't sound injured to me, viewers. As here we go. Huddersfield Town then. They're the only people right now that can ruin my afternoon and ruin my life if they decide to do the thing. Look at our stadium, by the way. We've had this stadium since we started. We've not had an upgrade on our stadium ever. So the fact we've been in this ground the whole time, the intro has stayed loyal, really. We've not had to change it at all. So, there's still time, but it's very small. To be in the Premier League, it has to at least treble in size. So, I don't know. Here we go then. Game on. I didn't even run you through the team. I was too excited. Of course, keep an eye on Birmingham Brighton. If Birmingham do anything to upset Brighton, then, Brighton will go into the playoffs anyway and we will be promoted. But, of course, all we have to do, remember, is draw the game. How hard can it be? As Huddersfield are in and... I think I've just been sick. It's fine. Everyone relax. It's fine. Thames 0, Huddersfield 0. As Birmingham could do me a favour here by just scoring 4 goals, and then I can relax because then it doesn't matter what we do, does it? We could mess about if you want to. As half an hour ago, and we'll encourage the boys. I can't stop looking over there. I'm just looking at Brighton. Oh no, not another injury. Okay, Jakobsen comes in for Wilkinson. As we're going to be left with no. If we have to abandon, that'll be really bad. It'd go viral. If we end this season with no players, that'd be fantastic. Anyway, Thames 0, Huddersfield 0. It's been a very cagey first half, it must be said. As I'm going to get into them a bit here. I'm going to sound furious with their efforts. They can do far more. It's been very passive. Some of them are angry but motivated. So we'll take that. As things stand, though, viewers, with 40 minutes to go, we are Premier League. That's the important thing to note. As the ball is floated in, Maggle's there. Wallace is going to pick it up. We've got to be careful here. Nothing silly. as again, we just Agbaji with an interesting slide challenge. Just again, calmness is important. Oh, Agbaji, you beautiful man, racing forward now. Wonderful piece of ball winning from him as the ball is cleared away. We're gonna have a lot of time here. Again, no pressure, just keep it nice and calm, keep it ticking. Out to Smith. That ball forward is awful, but Solomon, the defender, missed the header. Below's in. Below scores. That's what you want to see from the lads. Come on. Thames 1, Huddersfield 0, and that might be the goal that sends Thames to the Premier League. AFC Thames are doing it, and we're doing it in style. I can't quite believe it. Solomon slides it through. Below with a finish. We'll skip that replay. Birmingham City, I just caught it. I don't know if you saw it. Have scored against Brighton. It's 1-0 at Birmingham. It's 1-0 here in London. And that, my friends, will mean that without much drama, okay, unless there is some major drama in the final 40 minutes, we will be a Premier League side at the end of this game, as Cook does brilliantly, not just to bring the ball down, but to drive forward with it. He's got below to his left-hand side. He's got options left and right, but it's the calmness of him just to go back, play the safe option. And now, if we add a second, that, my friends, will surely seal it. Even this early on, I'm gonna say it because Birmingham scored. It's looking good. Below down to Solomon, across to Smith, a big chance and a chance taken. John Smith makes it 2-0, and after I'm gonna go back to it. 7 years in the Vanarama National, AFC Thames will be playing Premier League football. I'm calling it, viewers. I'm calling it. If it falls apart now, then, well, that would be a real shame, wouldn't it? It's looking good. Brighton are going to have to turn it round. They have to win. We have to lose, remember. That's why there has to be such a swing here. And we're playing a Huddersfield side that are relegated. And they've got a throw in. Why? This is absolutely needless. Oh, Agbaji's... What a performance from the boy. We forget he exists sometimes. Solomon, with his bruised thigh. He's only got 3 minutes left before he's inevitably injured. Oh, dearie me. 2-0. Birmingham winning. 10 minutes to go. Again, it would have to... I don't need any highlights. We can end the highlights, please. We're back on it again, though. Jakobsen, Agbaji, forward it goes. Not particularly well. And Huddersfield do get the ball back. I mean, I could shut the doors here. I could go defensive, but is that... I mean, I say, is that worth it? It's Premier League football, Ben. Take few chances. We're going to waste time frequently, no matter if they score or not. Again, a draw is enough for us, especially with them losing. It doesn't even matter if they lose. There has to be quite the swing as West launches one forward and Below has gone, boys, it's mine. Never mind, cleared away. As that's an interesting clearance from them. It doesn't go particularly well. It's a very cagey part of the game right now. 82 minutes gone. Huddersfield know it's over. We know if we hold on, we're in the Premier League, as this man has got a lot to do from there as he takes on one. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Hatter scores it. That was a madness. I mean, I'll give him credit. That goal is... I don't want to see it again because I'm gonna feel ill. Brighton have scored. Everything is absolutely fine here, viewers, as we just have to draw. Remember. Flipping heck, no, come on. None of this silliness is the time. Oh, Birmingham have scored. Birmingham have scored. It's surely done then. There's got to be a 3-goal swing. Huddersfield have to get 2 or something like that. No, there's more than that. 4 goals. Everything has to happen. It can't happen. It can't happen. It can't happen. Jakobsen, just be calm. That says me. Below, racing forward, left-hand side, goes back. Oh, the challenge comes in on him. Oh, Madison. Again, it's so unlikely. It's so unlikely. I've already said it. We have been promoted to the Premier League. I'm just going to speak it into existence at this stage. Stop attacking, Huddersfield. Why on earth? Oh, my God, it's cleared away. I mean... The thing is, I saw Swansea score 2 very late goals earlier, so I'm concerned Brighton could pull it off if they have to. It's not impossible. But there we go. Surely now, with 50 seconds to go... Murphy's going to be booked, is he? It's going to be a free kick shoot from it. It's it. Put it in the row ZZ. Do whatever you want. Jakobsen on it. 20 seconds to go. And if the time is going to be called as the referee wants it to be, then the game is nearly done. The league table, if we bring it up, is looking rosy. 5 points the gap. It looks clear. It looks obvious. But this save has been one hell of a struggle. And the Premier League once upon a time felt a long way off. Well, not anymore. Not anymore. Thames 2, Huddersfield 1, and Thames are Premier League. I'm very happy because we went into today 4 points behind. Goodness me. Goodness gracious me. We've been promoted. We have been promoted. The board have set their initial budgets. I am excited. I am excited. Let's have a look at those in just a moment then. Thames praise, unbelievable promotion. They're not wrong. What are we reckoning then? Budget-wise. Board set initial budgets. What do I need? 40 million? I don't know. I reckon it'll be 21 million is my guess. Let's see what we get. We need the money. And the money is 28 million pounds. I'll take it. Compared to what I've been working on shoestring stuff. We've now trebled our wage budget. Financials right now are not great, but we've got a transfer budget of 28 million pounds, and I am a transfer window fiend viewer, so I'm looking forward to it. There we are. Thank you for watching. I said it when it was happening. I said, if you're watching now through the period of time when we are stuck in the Vanarama National, I said one day we'll be in the Premier League and one day it'll be worth it. And now we have made it. Thank you for watching the series. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe for what hopefully will be a memorable time. And I'm going to go now. That was good. Thank you, everybody. Goodbye.